exposed that these officers came back to work. However, the letter now, which was written by the county secretary, was to ask what now remained of the status, because the investigation had been carried out, and no prosecution was going on because of the not to prosecute. What becomes of the case? Because still
did the not to prosecute take away the criminality?
It did not, because that's why this is for the writing of the letter. That could you, if there were any issues which led to the withdrawal, could you please still prosecute the matter?
No, as maybe what fruit do you expect out of that nature? If the DPP has entered a not to prosecute as in accordance with the Constitution, you are writing to the DCI. What do you intend to achieve?
Maybe, Chair, if you are not to tie your question,
okay.
Just tying that question, because you are the county secretary and head of public service.
That's the county attorney.
Yeah.
The county attorney.
I'm sure that the county secretary is there, or just on the same right in front of the chair. Had there not been any court proceedings, are there not internal disciplinary measures that you, as the head of public service, you have found 2 people can't. 2 people are in the payroll. They are not employees of the county government of Nyamira. Now that the DPP wrote to say that they do not intend to continue the case, is there not a mechanism of internally disciplining these officers who are involved in this malpractice? Because you cannot say that they were absorbed or blamed. The case did not absolve them. It didn't go to its logical conclusion to say that they were innocent.
Thank you, Chair. As rightly said in our response, when this matter came up and the officers who were alleged to have been involved in this issue, 2 of them were officers who were interdicted, and the 2 who are fraudulently inserted in this list.
Please mention their names.
Mr. Geoffrey Kiriago and Mr. Geoffrey Mochache were interdicted as the case was going on in court as required in the Human Resource Manual. When the DPP withdrew the case from the court, and effectively the matter at that point, there was no matter proceeding in court. The officers were reinstated. However, we, as a county, have been concerned that although the matter was...
what about Fred Nyamira, Nyakamo, and Joshua Kikwech?
Fred Nyamira, Nyakamo, and Joshua Kikwech, the dismissal process is ongoing because those officers were not recruited by the county. They were...
So they are still in the service of the county?
No, they are not.
Because you're saying this matter going.
Dismissal that's going on. But dismissal is a process. There were not officers from the county government. Geoffrey Kiriago and Geoffrey Mochache.
But the guys who inserted them are still in office. So the guys who inserted them into the payroll are still in office.
The guys who were inserted them, who were allegedly inserted them, they were interdicted.
But after the police prosecute, they came back.
They came back, that's correct, Chair.
You know, that's the question that I've been asking. What administrative question have you, as the head of public service, what administrative action have you taken on this group? And maybe, Chair, I would want to know what is their positions in the county government of Nyamira currently?
Currently, Mr. Mochache is an administrative officer in the Department of Public Service Management.
That is what he was even before.
No, that before he was in the payroll, he was the acting manager of the payroll.
Okay.
Mr. Kiriago was on the secondment which ended in March, so as we speak now, he's not assigned any substantive position of the county government.
But it's your submission as Nyamira County Executive that Fred Nyamira and Joshua Kikwech ought not to have been in the payroll.
Correct.
How much was Fred Nyamira paid per month?
To check the figures.
Because I've seen designations as engineers and such things. Because we need to quantify the figure that is being caused by the inaction.
We need to check the figures shortly, Chairman.
Senator Maria Oma.
Chair, right on that question, the friend and the other person, if they are not currently in the county, and there is illegal appointment there. Are they ghost workers before? Secondly, Governor, when you came to the transition, how many staffs are there and how many have you recruited currently? Because in your response, you are saying the two are illegally put in the system. So it means that there are many who are illegally, because this one is highlighted by the auditors. Maybe there are others who are ghost workers who are there. So point on the number of staffs currently and the appointment you have done. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, can we get a response on that? And I think these are very interesting, but I find it's one of those things you can laugh about, because how do you insert someone in a payroll? One is a senior inspector, water and sanitation, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what the Auditor General has reported. It's here before us. Another one is a civil engineer in the Department of Lands. Which of the two was a civil engineer? Was it Joshua or Fred?
I request the chairman of public service is there. He can answer some of the questions.
But before we go to public service, you know, there is an issue that I find disturbing myself. Somebody is within your office, because that problem is not within the county public service board. The names are being inserted at the executive level. Somebody inserts a name, people are put in payroll under your watch. And as we speak today, 3 years down the line, no disciplinary action has been taken against anybody.
As I had explained to you earlier, Chair, we interdicted them, and that case of Kiriago and Mochache ended up in...
No, we're not talking about, we understand the knowledge. You know, the beauty is we're in an era of accountability.
Yes.
And we'll take it up. It's good you have brought everything to our attention. The charge sheet is here. The knowledge risk is here. We'll take it. We'll take that on up with the Office of DCI to understand how a county can lose money. People are taken to court. Evidence is there. There is even a letter from the county government written on 14th of May 2024. Okay? Querying why these persons have been set free. And then you are telling us at the county level, the same people you are querying have been returned back to work. You say Kiriago does not report anyone. Is that what you say, Lord Secretary? Okay. So is he earning a salary as per his last position?
The last salary that was paid to Mr. Kiriago was in March 2024. And since the
He was paid as what? Not position.
At that time, he was performing duties of Director of Human Resource. He had previously been appointed to a position of Deputy Council Secretary. However, when
was he appointed Deputy Council Secretary? After he was charged in court?
No, before. That was a year before. So when the matter came to our attention and the secondment ended in March 2024, we have not paid him since then, and we have no intention of extending the settlement to the county government.
So are you telling the people of Nyamira that Kiriago is not an employee of the county government of Nyamira as of today?
As we speak now, he's not being paid by the county government of Nyamira.
Now,
Maybe let's give him an
you know, I'm getting worried from the happenings around payments of salaries within the county government of Nyamira. Because to put somebody in a payroll is not a small thing. Did these two gentlemen have personal numbers? Who created them? Did they have a file within the county public service board? Governor, did you make any inquiry around the payments of salaries on these ghost workers
Chair,
Because the audit
that
is not about criminal.
it's
The audit is about
a complicated issue which touches also the Public Service Board, the County Secretary, and the Office of the Payroll Manager, and therefore the Director of HR. Because the list which was purported to have come from the Public Service Board did not have a closure. It did not have the two names. But the list which it left the County Secretary's office to the Director of HR and the Payroll Manager had those two names. And later I questioned, of course, about the letters, because you cannot pay somebody or open a file without a copy of appointment letter. Then I was informed those appointment letters were fake. And actually, those two, particularly those two employees, must be what is normally referred as ghost workers. And they have now been traced by this.
They are not ghost workers, Governor, they are criminals.
So you're saying Fred and Joshua have never been seen?
They have now been even retraced by them.
Yeah, that's the question I was asking.
So
Maybe
I
there
don't
are
think
many
they
which
have-
has been inserted.
They don't exist. Fred and Joshua.
They must be existing, but myself, I've never seen them. The police have not been able to trace them, so I can't comment beyond their share.
Members, I think, conscious of time, what govern our frustration is that you are frustrated like us, but you're the one with this to provide a solution. The only problem we're having with you is that you don't seem to have a solution. We understand your problem, but we cannot solve your problem. You are the one with the instruments to solve this problem.
Chairman, I've taken action. We have done 2 payroll audits assisted by the Ministry of Public Service, and we have started the process of weeding out fake workers,
No,
people with fake
don't go there.
promotions.
Let's deal with Fred and Joshua,
Yes.
who were paid 807,000 as arrears. That is the reality. That's what the Auditor General is saying. Those are arrears before the monthly salary. The salary of a civil engineer is probably 200 and something thousand in a month, isn't it? In the county.
Less, Chairman. It's less.
Yeah, but
It's below 100,000.
of a civil engineer
Yes,
and a senior inspector in the works, in the water and works.
yes.
So how much, what was the loss occasioned by Joshua and Fred? These two ghosts. Because this is quite unbelievable.
If you are talking about payment of arrears, for how long this ends in the payroll?
Yeah, because
So there are 15 years of devolution there in the system.
Governor, going to court was perhaps the right thing to do. ESCC, was this your case? No, this was an ECI investigation.
This was a TCI investigation.